Trump suing half the internet, Audacity denies claims against it, and Amazon has COVID-19 test kits. How's it going, everybody? This is Dave LeClaire with MUO Tech Bytes, and I am about to take you on a journey through the latest in the world of technology news. So kick back, relax, and let us move along with our first story right now. Former President Donald Trump is entering into a legal battle with Facebook, Twitter, and Google, three of the most powerful entities on the internet, over censorship, or at least that is the alleged reason that Trump is going to battle with them. Whether or not there's actually censorship, that will be determined in the court of law. Trump claims that these three companies have infringed upon his right to free speech, and he is suing for punitive damages as well as for his accounts to be reinstated to the various social networks and websites. At a press conference in New Jersey, Trump said that our case will prove this censorship is unlawful, it's unconstitutional, and it's completely un-American. It will be a pivotal battle in the history of the First Amendment. Section 230 of the 1996 Communications Decency Act says that social networks have the right to remove content that fits into certain categories, one of which is excessively violent or otherwise objectionable, which is probably where the Trump posts fall into, though they must be removed in good faith. So this is where the battle comes into play. Were they removed in good faith, and were Trump's posts fitting into any of these categories? Twitter was the first social platform to ban Trump following the protests at Capitol Hill due to the risk of further incitement of violence. Facebook then followed suit. So these three companies have definitely removed former President Trump from their websites. But the question is, did they do so unlawfully, or were they within their rights to do so? That is exactly what this court case is going to figure out, assuming there isn't some type of settlement before it even goes that far. We will have to wait and see. So Trump has been talking for quite some time about taking his fight to big tech, and it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do with these new lawsuits. We will have to wait and see how it shakes out, but one way or the other, it is most definitely going to be interesting. To say that users were upset with Audacity over the last few days would be an understatement. The company had put out a new privacy policy that said that it would collect some data on users and that it may share that data with law enforcement and with potential buyers. Audacity has come out and said that its privacy policy contains unclear phrasing, and it seems to us that they need to fix that phrasing ASAP, because we imagine they are losing users at a pretty substantial rate. After all, a lot of people are very upset about the new terms of the privacy policy, and they may be moving on to other audio editing software. In a post on GitHub, Daniel Ray, the head of strategy at Muse Group, the company that owns Audacity now, attempted to clear the air about the update, and here's what he said. We do understand that unclear phrasing of the privacy policy and lack of context regarding introduction has led to major concerns about how we use and store the very limited data we collect. The company said that the new policy was ushered in due to the addition of two new features. There's an option to send error reports and the implementation of automatic updates, and with these, they are required to collect some user data, which could then be used in other forms later on down the road. So at least Audacity has clarified what it's doing with the data and why it needs to collect user data, though this may not necessarily make people happy still, because this is quite the change from the Audacity privacy policy of old. Audacity definitely needs to do something here. I mean, users are not happy with them right now. Sure, some of it is a little bit overblown, but they're still upset. They're still moving on to other audio editing software, which is obviously not what Audacity wants. That's not what Muse Group wants. Since they purchased Audacity, they obviously want it to remain big. They want it to keep growing. And this could be something that prevents that. We will have to wait and see how it plays out. Hopefully they listen to some of the user concerns and maybe change their privacy policy a little bit more, but only time will tell. Are you worried that you might have COVID-19 and you want to take a test? Well, there's an easy way to do it now, as Amazon has started selling its own COVID-19 PCR tests. You can get one mailed directly to your house, stick the swab up your nose, package it up, send it back to Amazon, and within 24 hours of them receiving the kit, you will get your results and you will know whether or not you have COVID-19. The test is using the RT-PCR technique, which is generally regarded as the gold standard in terms of COVID-19 testing. So at least Amazon did not cut any corners in terms of the quality of the test. You are going to get reliable results, which that's really important. Obviously, the COVID tests are not perfect, but you want it to be as accurate as possible, and this test most definitely is. These kits are available in the United States only, so you will have to be based in the US if you want to pick one up, and they are $39.99, which is a decent enough price for the test. I mean, obviously, if you go out to places, a lot of times the tests are free, but if you want the convenience of being able to do it from your own home, that's going to cost a little bit of money. That $39.99 will get you one test, so you get the kit and the one test and the ability to send it all back for that price. So it's not a terrible deal, but it's not a great deal. If you're looking for convenience, that's the price you're gonna pay. Of course, Amazon's not the first delivery company to roll out home COVID-19 testing. DoorDash has had it for quite a while, so Amazon is actually a little bit late to the party on this one. But Amazon is also a little bit more of a household name that people tend to order stuff from. So if you are looking for a home testing kit, it's definitely worth a look. And with that, this episode of MUO Tech Bytes is in the books. Close it, nail it up, shut, boom, boom, boom. It is over. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. I hope you'll click that thumbs up button, and I hope you will subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another episode of MUO Tech Bytes. Make sure to tell your friends that you heard about the latest technology news from me, Dave LeClaire, here at MUO Tech Bytes, and I will see you guys in the next episode.